So my friends, I have a bad news. In Turkey, most of the apartments that you will rent didn't have white sheets, didn't have white pillowcases. For example, if you can rent an apartment for $2,000 a month, which is extremely expensive for Turkey, you can end up having pretty freaking stinky pillow. And right now I'm going to Ikea, right there, to buy a pillowcase and sheets just because I can't sleep on something like that dirty. But before we continue, I want to tell you what to expect from this video. In this video, you won't see any turtle sex, no drunk people, and no politics. However, in this video, I will discuss how to enhance the business, making it even more productive by following up and being consistent. And also, we will see one of the most beautiful places that I ever saw in my life, which is called Pamukkale. But now, let's go get some pillows. Since I'm not really experienced in shopping, firstly I stopped by in really fancy bedroom boutique where the price was really expensive.
This is 2,000
liras. And this is like 500, right?
Yes.
But then I actually found a real IKEA. When there is more choice, things are way less expensive and it's really difficult to not to buy something that you don't need. I think I find it. Look, 169 Turkish liras. This one even better. Look, the quality is much better. 50 Turkish liras. That's my guy. In the previous video, I told you how important to have a niche and how important to master your niche. However, the challenge that I started facing really recently was being inside of my perfect niche, knowing everything about my clients, everything about my leads. I just start to see that I'm running out of leads and I couldn't understand why. And I got so puzzled until I talked to one of my mentors that gave me such an interesting insight. They asked me one question. They asked me, did I follow up with my leads? And I told them, no, I don't. Why should I? They told me to try. I tried it and result was incredible. So let's talk about the power of follow-ups right now. You can actually find evidence of importance of following up with your prospects everywhere. I remember Grant Cardone tell the story when he called person multiple times and person being so upset with him, so he actually put his cell phone down, hang out on him. And then Grant called him and go like, hey, sir, excuse me, it seems like we got disconnected. That's how he got married, because he'd been rejected by his wife multiple times until she got so curious seeing this man getting back to her no matter what she telling him, that it started to pick up her curiosity. And eventually she said yes. And then I started to read different books, for example, Russell Brunson or Chet Holmes' book, and every single one of them talking about importance of following up with your prospects. And even more than that, not just following up, but building relationships. So the biggest aha moment or biggest secret or life hack that I learned really recently and I want to share with you is not just following up with just a regular prospect, but actually create a perfect leads list that you actually want to follow up every month. 2 emails, 2 phone calls. Every month following up, asking, hey, what is your big challenge right now? What can I do for you? How can I be helpful? Basically just coming up from genuine desire to be helpful. And when you do it long enough, your life and your personality will change, which is really coherent to what Alex Hormozi said.
You can wait a year, you can make a ton of money. Like if you can do something for 12 months, you can not need for financial goodness pretty much for the rest of your life.
Which is, I truly believe, applicable to following up and many other areas in our lives. And speaking about follow-ups, it's also really important to remember that it's not just business-wise. It's also applied for career building when you're following up and you build your career by building relationship with people. This is also important with your family life or friends life or basically daily routine life when you so much self-confident that you don't mind to go back to that person that you really want to get something from or you want to be with and ask them again and again and again until they either ban you or start to do business with you, start to develop relationship with you, start to work with you, and their curiosity actually opens up the doors for the conversation. And if you are not jerk, if you are actually have something to offer, could be an opportunity. So let's summarize. You build in your niche, you follow up with people, then after that you develop in your relationship, being consistent, and then you stay disciplined. And what's interesting, speaking about the discipline, it's such a difficult stage of mind when you actually have to force yourself constantly to achieve something that you set as a goal. And I actually like this idea that our life is kind of like look like the stock market chart. And the goal is to make my chart to go up every day in and day out, whether I want to do stuff or whether I don't, just to make sure that statistically you goes up and up and up more than you going down, and that's how you will progress. And of course you will have a days when the teeny tiny stinky little voice inside of your heart will tell you, hey, I'm so tired, let's rest, let's not doing that. And that's when your discipline came from. And I really like the concept that Justin Walter just mentioned talking to Brad Lea in one of his interviews.
You know, I feel like we both have two voices in our heads. We do. We have like the little bitch voice, and then we have a grown ass man voice.
I call that the boss voice.
Do you? Okay, cool.
Or the king.
Yeah,
but,
I've made videos about this. Yeah, I definitely agree with that because they're always conflicting. And so my goal is always to smother the child voice. And so the way I do that, particularly around working out or anything that I know I should be doing, is I just lie to myself and I say, look, I'm just going to go in there and do one set and leave. And the little bitch is like, okay, just one set and then we can go. I'm like, yeah, we can go.
Or let me send just 10 emails today, or let me send just one email, and then you can send another one, and then you can send another one, because when you have ball in your hand, your wrist is never hurt. All right, this is 7 a.m. or 8. It's almost 8 a.m. We're going to Pamukkale. To be honest, I have no idea what Pamukkale is about, but my friends forced me to go rent the car and to go there. And so first what we did is we end up in airport trying to find a car. The car rental is called Green Motion. So, and we're looking for minivan. Let's find it out. We've been driving already 2 hours and we have about like 30 minutes left before Pamukkale. This must be a really interesting place to see. But it's time to get some coffee here. I'll call it pit stop because we stop in a beautiful place right in front of the Pamukkale. But what is this place? It looks like snow, but it's not snow. It's actually a little town in western Turkey known for mineral-rich water that going down the hill. And this is one of the oldest spa in the world because almost 200 years BC there was a big Roman town that called Hierapolis. I think now we need to take the shoes off because it's too slippery. The texture of the ground is so not slippery that you actually can climb the wall, even if it's wet. As soon as you get on top, you better to wear some shoes because otherwise it won't be crazy comfortable. So just be thoughtful. Maybe you want to take your slippers with you. We're in Hierapolis and this is huge and ruins look really stunning and magnificent. I don't know if it's true or not, but they're saying that even Cleopatra took a swim in one of those pools. My first intention was like, this is one more Greek or Turkish ancient place. But it's so beautiful that you actually have to see it at least once in your life. Just think how big this city was. I've been walking like for 20 minutes and miles around me there's tons of ruins everywhere. It's so big they even have a transportation here. So the big mistake that I made is I came here a little bit later. I came here at 5 p.m. which is extremely beautiful right now, but it seems that I will be driving back to Antalya when it's gonna be crazy dark. So I highly recommend you to come a little bit earlier because you actually want to stay here longer and explore the area. Look how beautiful is that. And this is ancient restroom. That's an incredible feeling when you're walking down the street of the ancient city during the sunset and you just ask yourself, did those people extremely handy and super talented ever thought that their city will be turned into ruins at some point? What about our civilization? Well, and that's pretty much it for today's video. The video when we been able to shop in Turkish Ikea, discuss the business and how important to follow up, stay disciplined and sometimes trick yourself in order to get more successful, and then rewarding yourself by seeing something incredible like this mineral water ancient resort that looks absolutely incredible, especially during the summer. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like things that you see in here, just give me a thumbs up, leave the comment and share your one challenge and one solution that you really recently or maybe not recently faced in your life and you overcome. Because we all know actually how to get successful. We just need one more reminder. And this video and your comment could be that reminder. Thank you so much. I'll see you next video.